Billy from Gilbert Travels here, bringing you another trip report. Should you be visiting the charming Alsatian city of Strasbourg and walk along its riverside in La Petite France, you'll be sure to see one of these long tour boats heading by. These are brought to you by local operator Batorama, and they serve as a combination water taxi and sightseeing tour. Multiple itineraries are offered, and they can be purchased in various time blocks on their website or at their booking office located in the city square across from the Notre Dame Cathedral of Strasbourg. There's a choice of multiple different trips up or down the River Ile with open and enclosed offerings to meet the weather, season, or your preference. Some include the ability to experience the local lock system and the city's pedestrian swing bridge, as I'll show here from land. Today, however, we took the tour up the river to see the United Nations Parliament building. It was a beautiful spring day, so we opted for the open air experience. The boat has first come seating, so we arrived about a half hour before the sailing and got in line at the pier indicated on our booking. This allowed us to have a nice view as our boat came into the dock today. On board, you'll find 3 seats on the port and 4 on the starboard side of the boat. And once seated, you'll find a plug-in for a pre-recorded audio guide experience available in multiple languages. Disposable earbuds are offered, however, they encourage for sustainability and the quality of the experience to bring your own, so I came with my Bose headphones in tow. At the time of my sailing, masks were still required by all passengers. As we get underway and sail through the picturesque architecture of the old city of Strasbourg, let's mention one other thing. Chances are, if you're researching the city of Strasbourg online, or this tour specifically, you will see repeated mention of it being included with a city pass, which also came with entry to local museums and some other sites. The internet was vague on this, however I did confirm in person at the local tourism office in the spring of 2022 that this pass had been discontinued. A new city card program seems to have replaced it in June of 2022 and now offers just a discount for this service. I'll leave it up to you to take your own tour to hear about the history of the city. However, generally as a form of transport, this is a great way to see the city and many of its picturesque bridges, cathedrals, and different forms of architecture as it passed hands between German and French nationalities over the years. As you make your way out of the old city to the more recent land expansions, it's not nearly as charming. However, they have made some efforts to ape some of the more traditional styles, and the riverside walk give way to a more unspoiled waterside green space for the local wildlife. Finally, you make your way up to the United Nations area of the city with the large looming Parliament building standing tall on the river's edge. I mentioned that this service is also part water taxi, as here you can choose to book a tour as a one-way and get off at the United Nations area to explore on foot should you choose. Otherwise, it was back down the river we went with a view of the opposing riverbank and more history to hear about as we return to our starting point just behind the Historical Museum of Strasbourg. I hope you enjoyed this look at a unique local opportunity in the exciting city of Strasbourg. Whether you're planning your own visit to the city or just viewing the world through your screen, this has been Billy from Gilbert Travels, and I will see you on my next trip. Please remember to like, comment, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be made aware first when more content is available. As always, thanks for watching.